she's giving colorist big time, because Paige is a gorgeous girl. Body yada 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 yada. She's intelligent, she's sweet, she communicates and articulates well. Like, and I get it, everybody has a type. I got you, I got a type. But don't embarrass this girl on national television. Let's just get into it. Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. This is Simone Iman. If you're new here, I do television show reviews, hauls, product suggestions. This is my personal diary. So if you're into things like that, specifically the video we're going to be talking about today, then please hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, because we will be back next week with more content. I upload usually on Saturdays and Mondays, and then now I'm gonna start doing this Married at First Sight on Thursdays-ish, Fridays-ish. But let's get into it. I must say, I'm a little intrigued by this season's MAFS couples. First, let's start with Virginia and Erik. So since we're on episode 4, you know, we went through the pre-screening and the we don't know who we marrying to the wedding day to now this is the day after the wedding day. I'm going to let you guys know, 1, what my prediction is, if they'll stay together or if they won't stay together. 2, what my first impressions were of their first impression. And then we'll talk about what happened in episode 4. Let's get started. So Virginia and Erik, my prediction is that they will not stay together. Sometimes I feel like the experts match people just for good television. In what world is Virginia and Erik compatible? He's 10 years her senior, he's established, he's mature, and she is a drunk party girl. You guys, the wedding footage, cringe worthy. There was not a moment at that wedding where she was not drinking, drunk, or crying. Her eye makeup was horrendous. I'm not a big fan of purple eye makeup. Like, you gotta execute purple eyeshadow, okay? And she just looked a drunk mess. She was drinking while introducing herself to his parents. As soon as they got to the reception, she was drinking, and it's very much carrying over until the night after the wedding, into the first day of marriage. They get to the hotel room, the first thing she wants to do is find some alcohol. Jenny, Jenny baby, you on TV baby, okay? This is not translating well, this is not looking good on screen, honey. It's giving drinking problem loading. Erik seems to be a gentleman, 1, and he's following her lead, especially in like the physical. She kissed way too much. It made me uncomfortable. Like a stranger and it's COVID outside. It's a panorama. What are you doing, girl? I know they've all been COVID tested, of course, but still, just like kissing a stranger like that. And I don't even think he's really into kissing strangers like that, but she is. So he's just kind of like meeting her where she is. Erik also seems easily pleased because he calls her his hot wife like too many times for me to be comfortable with. He says they're both cuddlers and they're mutually attracted to one another, but it's also giving like drunken one night stand. Like, he might be a little tipsy too because he don't really drink that much, but since she drinking, I might as well drink too. Like, I can't just be up in here sober and she lit. He tells Virginia when they wake up that he was married before, and she has a little apprehension about it, but let's be real, Virginia don't care. Where is the booze? She's like, oh, okay, you know, I wasn't coming into this thinking. Me neither. This is a first for me with MAFS. I've never seen someone on MAFS, 1, have children, 2, be divorcee. I've never seen that before, but we'll see how that plays out. He assures her that his first marriage was for like commitment purposes for the military, and that everything that they're doing, having a ceremony, sharing vows and stuff like that, is something he's never done before. So it's still very special to him. And I think a lot that touches a girl's soft spot, because even if you've been married before, don't keep telling me what happened in your first marriage and never compare your other relationships to the relationship you are in now. Erik with the in-laws. So Erik goes to meet her family. her family. And in previous episodes we saw that her dad wasn't really on board, nor was her mom. Her stepmom kind of like eased everybody into the whole marriage at first sight thing. So I'm thinking her daddy is gonna be like a bear, like a wolf, like I ain't with it. But her dad was very understanding, especially when Erik tells him that he's been married before. Like he's like, oh, I've been there, I've been through that. Virginia understands what that is like, and I think that'll keep her even more committed to the marriage, because she doesn't want to go down that road, because she saw how it panned out for me and her mom. So that went better than I expected. And her dad just seems very cool, you know. He didn't seem like what his absence in the beginning episodes portrayed him to be. He was with it. And then we get to Virginia with her in-laws, and his niece was so cute asking her little questions, and Virginia did not order a drink, y'all. I was just like, if this girl sitting at this table with a wine glass or a champagne flute, I'ma flip the table. But she wasn't. She minded her manners. And I was thinking, you know, his mom seemed very concerned at the wedding and the reception. She was like, either they edited that way or my sis really felt that way, because every time she was drinking, it seemed like his mom was like, is she serious? She talks to her about him being a pilot and what the life of a pilot wife is like, and about the loneliness. And Virginia's like, well, hey, I'm a loner, so that might work out good. She's probably a closet drinker too. And then her mom says she wants grandchildren, and she's like, please say you want children. And Virginia's like, I'm 50-50 about it. But keep in mind, Virginia is still young. Like, she's not 38, she's 28. So, or is it 38 and 28 or 34 and 24? Regardless, Virginia not there yet. She's not there to where she wants to settle down and have children. She ready to be down to the bar. Anyway, when they meet back up, he tells her that, you know, everything went well with both of their parents, but he's also like, I understand you're young and you like to party, but you also signed up to be married and settle down, so you have to meet me halfway. And I think him presenting it to her in that way was perfect. Like, girl, let's be real. Like, or maybe she wanted a partner that was gonna party with her. Because I mean, I've seen couples like that they just go ham, they go hard in the paint together. We shall see. So my prediction on Erik and Virginia is that it will not work out, but it will make for excellent television, okay? Mark my words. The next couple is Haley and Jacob. Watching Haley and Jacob is like watching paint dry. They boring. Is it just me? Haley and Jacob are so damn boring. I don't like it. My prediction is that they're gonna make it, because they're equally as boring. Like, what they really gonna fuss about? Because he at the gym too long? He's such a meathead. It's just like, oh my god. They're both very awkward, but I think they're awkward and perfect for one another. Nobody's pushing, nobody's pulling, they're just there. So they're a 10-year age difference as well. So they're 28 and 38. I think that Virginia and Erik are 34 and 24. What y'all was doing? Pastor Cal, Dr. Pepper, what y'all was thinking? These age differences, I don't know. Sleeping in the bed with a stranger, like, they're already so awkward, so I can see how that could be really awkward for them. Don't touch me. That's the energy that I was getting from Jacob and Haley. They're for sure not boning tonight, and they're boring snoring, and he is a gym hag, meathead type dude, and she's just like, I got good genetics and I have a high metabolism. She don't really give workout fitness energy to me. When Haley goes to meet her in-laws, his parents is boring as hell too. Like, oh my god, what is it? They don't do nothing to make him more appealing. They just call him an old soul. They talk about how much of a loner he is, y'all. Like, I literally, if it weren't for this video, I would have fast forwarded through all their scenes, no lie. And Jacob goes to meet her parents. Her daddy said she can really sear a steak. Is that the most interesting thing you have to share about her? That she know how to sear a steak? Oh my god. Yeah, that she's triggered when she's tired and she's hungry. Poor Haley and Jacob. I hope something come in and shake them up. I need more. I need more from Haley and Jacob, but I will say they'll probably last. Just because there's really no excitement in their match at all. Next is cutesy wootsy Clara and Ryan. I love Clara and Ryan for each other. If I'm not mistaken, this is also a first time on Maths. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. A biracial couple, or an interracial couple. I think it's awesome. I think they look great together. I think they work. I love their chemistry. Ryan has this always says and does the right thing about him though. That's very worrisome for me. Like it's like he's reading from a script. And it's like, who are you? Like, so you always know what to say. So you have a lot of integrity. He always looks you in the eye when he speaks to you. He's so well mannered. He's raised by ministers though. So we will say that he was just raised right. But his brother seems such the opposite. In the episodes leading up until now, his brother Chad seems so disinterested. He could not be a more disinterested best man. He has no interview footage. He seems over it. He just does not, he's not giving Ryan. I think his name is Chad. He cute though, but he's not like Ryan at all. I felt like, you know, we learned this about Clara in the wedding episode. She has to be perfect. Like, my dress is like this and I hate my hair. Sis was laying down in that bed like she was going to sleep, full makeup. Like she wasn't going to take her makeup off because the cameras were there. Clara, get over it. Like, these people going to see the worst of you. Trust me. Get rid of the makeup, sis. Do yourself a favor. I think Ryan knows how to make conversation flow. He's the type of person that anyone will be comfortable with. The questions that he asks, his buns, y'all, Ryan got buns of steel. His butt is so tight and high and round and firm. I want my butt to look like that. Like, did y'all pay attention to that? Just me. Oh, Ryan got a good ass. Okay. To say they were gonna have sex, I didn't get that energy from them. I didn't think they would be having sex on the first night. I didn't get that from Haley and Jacob at all. Virginia and Erik, I got that, but we'll see. Clara says that she sleeps bad. Same, sis. I sleep horrible. I go into 50 different positions at nighttime. She says there was spooning and no sex, and she's nervous to meet his parents because they're both ministers, and she spent a year in seminary or Bible college and never went back to church. Huge disconnect. I feel like faith is one of those things and spirituality that are like hard nosed for a lot of couples. Although lately I have seen a lot of couples who practice different religions and stay together. We'll see. You know, this is 2021. A lot of love is unconventional these days, but I think that will take a lot of work and exploring for them. Clara goes to meet his parents, and Chad says he don't have no felonies. She said, well, check that off the list. Thanks, Chad. Thank you. And then they just seem like a real traditional Southern black family. They bless their food. They hold hands when they pray. All eyes closed, all heads bowed. And she's kind of like rebelling against that at this moment in her life. And it might be one of those things that is a line in the sand for her and Ryan. But I really don't think so. I think that Ryan is so agreeable and wanting to make this work that they'll get past that. Maybe not easily, maybe not soon, but they'll definitely get past that. Ryan goes to meet her parents, and like I said, Ryan says all the right things. He makes eye contact. He is well-mannered. He's assertive. Her parents are just really cookie-cutter Stepfordish, you know, and they're saying, you know, we never showed any dissension in front of our children. So Clara doesn't know how to have healthy disagreements with a mate because she's never seen that modeled for her. So that might be, and you know, those are the things that you need to hear from the parents in a situation like this. Tell me where y'all looked up so I know what she's more predisposed to mess up at and how we can work on it. Let me know now. So I appreciate their honesty. Doom doom doom. Paige and Chris. Y'all. All the episodes leading up to episode 4, Chris gave F-boy energy. Do you hear me? I don't care how many times he brought his pastor on there, how much time he spent with his pastor, how many interviews his pastor gave. That right there, that's the F-boy, okay? And then it hit the blogs that he was just, one, engaged, and two, the girl pregnant. We see a little bit of foreshadowing. I think that's what's gonna come out in this episode. But stall me out, Pastor Cal. Y'all should have did a deeper background check on this dude. Like, he's also giving colorist. And I'ma just say it. I saw the thumbnail for the video. I haven't watched the video that is like an expose of his last relationship on YouTube. But from the thumbnail, the girl looked light skinned. And that's what Chris is giving. He's giving colorist. Big time. Because Paige is a gorgeous girl. Body, yada, 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 yada. She's intelligent, she's sweet, she communicates and articulates well. Like, and I get it. Everybody has a type. I got you. I got a type. But don't embarrass this girl on national television. Let's just get into it. My prediction, however, even after seeing this episode, is still that they will make it. Especially by the end of the episode and just how Chris was acting. Heavy on the acting. Okay? I'm thinking they might make it. When they start talking at the beginning of the episode in their scenes, Paige is like, he's beautiful. I don't want Paige to like him more than he likes her. And I'm already seeing that. Chris says that his attraction to her wasn't a 10, but that he thinks she's beautiful, which is code for, I guess, you know, she not my type. I'm trying to work with him. I'm trying to but sometimes I can't. I think he sees her as sexually attractive, but he's not romantically attracted to her. You know, he'll have sex with her, but will he want to date her? Probably not. That's what I was getting. Then we get into the morning after the wedding. And Paige is on there pacing back and forth looking like a lost puppy. And they playing that sad music in the background. And I'm just like, what he did? Come to find out, he goes down to get breakfast, and an hour later, he ain't came back yet. Paige said, what happened? Did he get eaten by a bear? He better had. Okay, my first thought was he wants to go meet up with his ex. Because you know how, like, you can have a wonderful night sometimes, and then that ex hits you up, and you be like, I don't know. But he says he had a panic attack. Whatever. He says he had a panic attack and he's a ball of emotion and he's crying and putting his head down. And Paige was a real grown lady about it, like, you know, talk to me, what's happening? When she went to sit next to him, I was kind of like, giving me space, because that's what it was giving me. Like, he wanted space. Like, if he left you for hours, like, or an hour, like, he didn't want to be with you, he wanted space. So I would have given him his space. But she went to sit next to him and kind of coerced him into telling her what was going on, and he admits that he's not attracted to her. Where he lost me at, you know, I'm with it. I knew he wasn't gonna be attracted to y'all in the third episode. Where he lost me was when Paige said they had sex. Not once, but twice. To tell a woman that you are not attracted to her after having sex with her twice is like the ultimate F-boy move. When I say he's a F-boy, you guys, down in my soul, I believe that Chris is a F-boy. Her hair did look like they had sex that night. Paige goes to meet with his parents and his auntie. And y'all, this is what get me about these dudes. These dudes be swearing they want this type of woman. Paige looked just like his mama and his auntie. Brown skin, thick nose, thick lips, thicker body size. Although she's curvy, she's a thick girl. Like, she looked like your mama. And men shouldn't fetishize their mothers. That's not what I'm saying by a long shot. But it just be like the nerve of these dudes. The woman you love most in the world look just like me. And you talking about you not attracted to me. Man, go to hell. Paige was brutally honest. I feel like Paige wants to embarrass him because he embarrassed her. So yes, I'm gonna tell your mama, your daddy, and whoever else is listening that you had sex with me. And that you had sex with me and had the nerve to tell me the next morning you were not attracted to me. And then his mama was like, I'm not defending him, but you know, maybe. And then she tries to make it seem like he had sex with her because he was drunk. Well, was he drinking? Paige, let me nip it in the bud, mama. No, because we did it this morning. And he wasn't drunk this morning. Baby, Paige was serving tea, hot tea, okay? When she went to meet with his parents, would I have told his mama and daddy we had sex? Hell no. But shit, he done embarrassed you, girl. Get it how you live. His dad says that he's proud of him for being upfront. Skirt. Daddy, are you a fuckboy too? That's not being upfront. Being upfront is telling her when they get into that hotel room, we gonna go to sleep, we gonna have some drinks. Initially, I'm not very physically attracted to you, but I want to open up my heart to you and find a deeper bond. That is being upfront that night. Not having sex with her, rolling around in the bed with her, rubbing on and in her body, and doing it the next morning, and then an hour later say he not physically attracted to her. That's not being upfront. Who raised you? I know you raised him, but who raised you? What's your definition of upfront? Then Chris never went to meet Paige's parents, and I wanted them to nail his ass to the cross. Chris meets with his parents though, and his mama and his daddy let him know what they knew. And he uses the excuse that he had sex with her to see if he could build a better physical attraction for her, which is BS. And then he says he's embarrassed because Paige talked about sex with his mother. Well, you just met her, okay? You embarrassed her on what will be national television. So y'all even. Okay? Paige and Chris meet back up, and he gives her some sorry analogy about him being from Chicago and it's against code and you don't go at people's spouse and mama and kids, and basically he's telling her that he doesn't appreciate the fact that she told his parents they had sex. Well, you a grown man. You don't think your mama know you have sex? She's your wife. Get over it. It's not that big of a deal. I get him. It's embarrassing, and he says ultimately that he just doesn't like to talk about sex period with people. You know, he has this real, he's a Christian man, you know, he got his pastor on the TV, okay? So I guess that's his angle. You know, he doesn't want to be perceived in a certain way, but bro, you're a grown man, you have sex, it's okay. He really gets upset when she says she asked her male friends about the scenario. He's like, you know, he don't kiss and tell. Really, I feel like Chris is like a real clean-cut guy, and he thinks that, you know, he cares what people think about him. And he knows that this is tainting others' perception of him because of the way he's treated this girl. And he should have thought about that before he did what he did. She has every right to talk to her friends or your parents or whoever else. Look at what you did to her. I think that was so selfish. He's embarrassed. You don't think she's embarrassed that she slept with somebody who gonna tell her they not into her, not physically attracted to her? She gave herself to you, man, the first day she met you. And y'all shooting a television show. Have some compassion, Chris. Jesus. I feel like if he didn't want her to talk to anybody about it, then he should have told her that before he ran off and hid like a little child. Okay? I've seen so many seasons of Maths where we find out episodes later that they did have sex. They just told us initially that they didn't. It happens. Y'all need to have an agreement, a mutual agreement, stick to your word, and maybe she wouldn't have shared it, but you was running and hiding. So what else, what was she to do but what she felt was appropriate for her? She was worried about her feelings, because you wasn't. Anyway, when they meet back up, she's going to get her hair done, her vacation hair, baby. Her locks for vacation so she could swim. And she comes back to the hotel room and he apologizes, as he should. And it seems like they're going to be able to recover off of this fumble. It really does. Brianna and Vincent. I like Brianna and Vincent. I think that they are a perfect match. I think they are what one another was looking for. Brianna really wanted to be with somebody who was equally as successful and driven as she is, and that was most important to her. And I think Vincent is that. My prediction is that they will make it. They are my favorites so far. They are my Money and Woody. They both seem into it, you know. They both seem like they really want to make it work, and you know, they go in and he helps her with her dress. Is helping me with my dress a thing, or is that just something you say to flirt with your man? Her pajamas are super cute, but men don't have to try hard because Vincent had on Nike shorts, and they were happy to wake up together, and I did not get the sense that they would have sex with one another. I didn't, and I don't think that they did. When they wake up in the morning, Vincent's like, what your number is? And she's like, what? You better ask me nicely. Oh, it's just so cute. The flirtation is so cute. Brianna goes to meet with his people, and I think she made a really good first impression. When they asked her what she was about and who she was, she threw that engineer on them, and they was too excited, honey. She got money. His cousin said that he works a lot, and even though Brianna is like, you know, there will be time for work, she wants an ambitious man. So sis, you gotta give a little. Vincent goes to meet with her people, and he was really open with her family, with her mom and her sister and her best friends. He just seems like a really emotional person. He seems like a really emo guy. And they asked him about his plans for the future. What's his plan B? Real estate, if plan A don't work out. Like, he has it together. And Atlanta is the type of town where young black people thrive. So I'm not worried about him in that sense at all. Now, we've covered all the couples. They are going to go on a honeymoon to Vegas. Y'all, Vegas closed. It's not closed. It's still stuff to do, but it's not like Vegas. But I'm pretty sure they stay safe side because it would be too much of a risk to send them, you know, on any type of international trip. I'm with Clara. I don't gamble because I ain't got the money to lose, okay? They're staying at the Mandalay Bay and Suites, and then poor Vincent, as soon as they get there, he found out his grandmother had a heart attack, and that's really hard for them to be on their, you know, honeymoon and to find out something like that. But Brianna has the perfect reaction, and she's like, look, if we have to go home, not you, if we have to go home, it's fine. And you an engineer and you an entrepreneur poppy, so you pay. Y'all can do a honeymoon at any time. Clara and Ryan talk too much. I finally realized that on their honeymoon. They talk too much. My first night in Vegas, baby, I would have been on the strip. Talking about they tired. Who tired? Catch me at the bar, in a dispensary, in the pool, period. Okay? Clara says she's ready to take it to the next level, so I think there may be some hanky-panky going on. And then Paige and Chris seem to be doing better than expected. I think that they're communicating well, and that's a positive for them. They're actually talking about what's going on. They're not acting like it's not happening or shying away from it. So they seem to be doing well. Jacob and Haley, the most exciting thing about Jacob and Haley was that Veuve Clicquot. That champagne, that's my favorite champagne, y'all, and it is pricey. That was the most exciting thing about them. Everybody's going to bed, and Virginia is looking for the mini bar. Are we surprised or are we not? I'm really surprised she's never been to Vegas though. She says it's the late show, baby. She ready to throw down, and the pilot want to go to sleep, y'all. Y'all, I don't see it for Erik and Virginia at all. Anyway, you guys, that is my review and recap of Married at First Sight, episode 4. I'm thinking that this season will be entertaining, if nothing else. I think that all the couples will survive except for Virginia and Erik, and maybe Paige and Chris. I'm kind of thinking about it, and I'm on the fence about it just because he got so much drama. Anyway, if you made it this far, please give me a big thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.